Well, it's time now for sport. Here's Paul Cooney with all the latest news. Paul.
Yes, some good news tonight. Scottish football's finances got another boost today with the news that £6 million is to be poured in by the drinks giant Bell's. The Perth-based distillers will sponsor the new-look Scottish League Championships for the next 4 years. The marketing machine of Scotland's top company swung into action at Hampden Park this morning to herald the news that the new-look Scottish League setup had attracted a sponsor and £6 million for 4 years. United Distillers chairman Lord McFarlane of Bearsden and the league vice president Jim Clydesdale were there to make the announcement.
We've been looking for some time for a way to support Scottish football, and the new league setup seemed absolutely ideal. And after we had talked to the league officials, we decided that this was something into which we could put a considerable sum of money, and £6 million is a lot of money by anybody's standard, and that this would be good for football in Scotland.
Well, both the calibre of the sponsor and the quantum is vital to take the league forward. Sponsorship is the lifeblood of football, the lifeblood of many sports, and we are delighted that Bells have come on board and announced their support for the league for the next 4 years.
I would think this is a very experienced sponsor because we have the reputation of being not only the largest sponsor of golf in the world, but the best. We would be able to bring quite a lot of experience and attributes to Scottish football, and with our expertise and the league's experience, it would be a marvellous combination of quality for taking football forward in Scotland in the future.
Bells will also reintroduce monthly and annual awards for players, under-21s and managers. The Rangers striker Gordon Durie will lead the Scotland attack against Holland at Hampden on Wednesday, with fit-again teammate Andy Gorham in goal. That's the word from the Scotland camp on the Ayrshire coast, where the players are preparing for the Dutch test. The full team has yet to be named, but Gordon Durie is in fine form for Rangers, along with fit-again Andy Gorham, who missed most of the season through injury, but is playing well for the champions.
Well, Gordon Durie's there, and I think with a choice of three. To be honest, Ali McCoist is short of match sharpness at the moment, and we're giving him a bit of extra training at the moment. I think, though, we may leave Ali off at the start anyway, and then it means that we've got Ian Jess, John McGinley, Pat Nevin, lads like that, with plenty of options up front. But you're quite correct in saying that Gordon Durie is the form striker, and of course he'll play.
And the favourite to join him up front, Ian Jess.
Well, Ian's done well. Obviously getting the goal in Saturday was a big boost for him. He hasn't scored as many goals as certainly he would have hoped for this season, and also myself would have hoped for. But we keep encouraging him to get into these scoring positions, and I think in terms of strikers, if they keep getting into the scoring positions, then eventually the goals come.
Holland are due to arrive tomorrow morning, but they'll be without Ronald Koeman. The defender is out. Well, back home, the Rangers chairman David Murray spoke to Leeds United today to try to clear the air over the Gary McAllister affair. The Ibrox chief told Elland Road chairman Leslie Silver he did not specifically talk about plans to sign Gary McAllister at the weekend. This all followed our exclusive revelation on Extra Time on Saturday that Rangers will bid £2.5 million this summer for the Leeds and Scotland skipper. All the talk off the field was about Jerry McNee's lunchtime news that Rangers want Gary McAllister. At Ibrox itself, the players were piling up more Premier League goals and points at the expense of St Johnstone. The first there coming from Stuart McCall. Then it was two, Trevor Stevens' cross and Mark Hateley's header, his 27th goal of the season. But just into the second half, Rangers killed off the time. Dave McPherson producing the goal of the afternoon. Curling one past Andy Rhodes, 3-0 to Rangers. The fourth was a Stephen, Hateley and Durie production, with the former Spurs striker wrapping up the match at 4-0. Motherwell stay second after an impressive recovery against Dundee. Neil McCann, good work in the left, and John McQuillan finding the Dens Parkers ahead in 15 minutes. But he levelled things with an own goal minutes later. Good move by Tommy Coyne, but McQuillan, sadly from his point of view, scoring the equaliser. And then Tommy Coyne put well ahead, his first goal since January. And Brian Martin was there to pop up to beat the Dundee defence and give Motherwell a 3-1 win. They're 4 points behind Rangers. They're still one better off than Aberdeen, who picked up both points at Rugby Park. This Ian Jess goal in 68 minutes proving to be the winner. Aberdeen 3, Kilmarnock 2. Hibs and Celtic huffed and puffed for 90 minutes, but with Carl Muggleton